Welcome back to your live continuing CE Week coverage on BeTerrific. You're the Terrifics. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us here in New York City. Now, at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, we had a company on called AfterShokz, and it was really exciting because I had heard about these bone-condensing earphones for a while, and I was really intrigued and excited by them. They were a Bluetooth headset, and we squeezed them on. We didn't have them scheduled. We found them on the floor, and we squeezed them on. They were nice enough to give me a pair. I wore them on the way to the airport. I don't know if it was the weather in Vegas or the fact that I was exhausted from a week or what it was, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm digging these. I'm going to take them off. And they sat on a box in my desk. You guys know this story well, by the way. And then I broke my LG headset, and I was without a headset for a while, a couple days until I could get to a store, maybe a week. And after about a day or two, I looked at the AfterShokz box and I said, I'm just going to put them on because at least it's a headset. It's better than nothing. And I think I also couldn't believe that they'd sound good because there's nothing like near my mouth. And I put them on and immediately fell in love. First of all, you know, I've got Jack, and when I hold him, he wants to tug at the LG cords and everything. No cords. Number two, they're not in my ears. It's like the audio surrounding me. Number three, they sound great for the person on the other end, which is always really important for me, and they sound great to me, and I don't have things in my ears. And I just really, really love them. I've been telling you about them for like a month and a half now, how great they are, almost on a daily basis. And now we run into AfterShokz here at CE Week. So I run over to them this morning, I start talking to them, I said, I had this idea about wearing these on set, because they make wired ones too. But first of all, I'd like to do it for my video gaming because I don't like the gaming headsets. I don't want these big things over my ears for hours. Number two, I'd like to wear it on set like this to replace my in-ear monitors so I can hear the other people on set, so I can hear Adam and the production team. And I'd like to test if it works. I said, sure, here, check these out. And I put them on earlier in the day, and I love them. You know, not having something in your ear is great. The other ones work fine, but these are amazing. So I'm wearing these. I think they look pretty cool, too. I don't even know what these are called. I just grabbed the box from these guys. But I love the blues, too. Those are the AfterShokz I have. And in fact, I want the entire BeTerrific team to get them in BeTerrific Red. I want us to have them so that they can communicate, so they walk around. Everybody knows we're BeTerrific because we've got the BeTerrific Red AfterShokz on. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, happy to be here, Mike.
You're wearing the color I have.
I am. I'm wearing the Blues 2 in the neon green.
I love them.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This technology has been around a while for the military.
It has.
But not too long for consumer use, and you guys put it into consumer use, and I'm loving it.
Yes.
So the Blues 2, now I have a question, and maybe it's just user error, probably is user error. I tried to connect it to two phones and my computer. How many devices can I connect it to?
Well, here's the thing. You can connect it to as many number of devices as you want, but
one at a time.
One at a time. So you can only use one connection at a time. So you would have to switch from one to the other to the other.
But you can have more than one.
You can hook up as many as your
I love it.
heart's desire.
Because now I'm actually starting to Skype a lot more, and in addition to that, I'm getting phone calls over my computer. And so it'd be nice to be able to toggle between my computer. I don't use my iPad too much for it, so it's my phone and really the computer. Tell me about the AfterShokz Blues 2 that you're wearing and what makes them special.
Well, of course, all of our products, including the wired product like you're wearing today, utilize the bone conduction technology. And what bone conduction allows us to do is to allow you to enjoy your music, get on the telephone, but at the same time keep your ears open. And so if you're a cyclist or a runner and you do stuff outside, it's important for your safety to be able to hear what's going on around you. And up until we came out with the consumer product, that wasn't an easily achieved thing.
Well, even for me, like I finish an interview with you, then you want to talk to me, I got to pop out the other ones. No, now I can just leave this on.
Right.
It's really nice. Also, I don't have something in my ear all day long. I also am aware of what's going on around me as opposed to being a little bit more isolated, which sometimes with some people who come around the set, I actually do want to pretend like I can't hear them or be isolated from that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But somebody was asking me from the team yesterday when I was excited you guys were going to be here. They were like, what are those like? And I said, well, it's like listening to music on speakers. You're actually in a room, things are going on around you, and you can listen to music without...
That analogy is perfect, because that's exactly what these are. They are speakers.
It is true, it's a really interesting, at first you're like, wait, what? it's something you're not used to, but it's really cool, and I think it's really great.
And the other nice thing too that people don't realize is that because there isn't anything going directly in your ear, big concern today about hearing damage.
Well, so that's what I was going to say is, I think I talked to your son. Is it your son?
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, Mike. Great guy.
Thank you.
You should be a proud dad. Really good guy. And he also, he took the opportunity to come on BeTerrific. We had amazing 3.3 million viewers at CES.
Wow.
But we're still a startup and little known thing. He could have said, see you guys later.
Yeah.
You know what? He did two things that was smart. Number one, he said yes to us. I think that's smart.
Sure.
You never know. He didn't ask any questions. He wasn't hemming and hawing. He said, let's make it work. Number two, he brought a pair and handed them to me. I think that's a classy move, and it was a smart move because I would have never talked about them otherwise and raved about them. So I think you have a real smart, sharp kid, and he's a nice guy, and that's most important, that he's a nice guy, and you should be proud of him.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you are. And I'm sure you love to hear those things.
I do.
But
what dad wouldn't?
But what I would say is that was the thing he wouldn't say. He said, look, there's no study, so I can't guarantee it, but we believe. Now, I've worn them for a while. I know I have hearing damage, by the way. I don't hear very well, which is why I had to go to the two ear hearing monitors for this stuff.
Sure.
I used to only wear one for years, a nice coil thing you see on TV all the time. And I think that you guys have done such a great job with it, but I really do feel it's better for my hearing. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I think
we never made a big point of that in the past because we never had any third-party
scientific data.
However, just recently, I'm talking about within the last couple of weeks, we had in fact, he told me they're the largest ENT audiologist practice in the country.
Okay.
That happens to be based here in New York, and they are now providing us with a quote from one of their doctors because they've done some testing, and to confirm what we've believed all along, that in fact, because there isn't anything that's going directly into your ear, we're bypassing the ear canal, that the damage to your hearing is minimized as a result of not going through the ear.
I think this is 100% true, and I've had doctors tell me you got to wear the big earmuffs, over the ears. They're much better. I do wear them when I'm not, on camera and stuff, but I think that this actually is what I want to wear all the time, especially now that there's a wired option as well.
Yep.
Although I'm a huge fan of Bluetooth, I just wish everything would get with Bluetooth. But I do. I think that the earmuffs are better because they're than in-ear because they're not as, first of all, they isolate good, but they're not directly in. The in-ears are terrible, and then these are the best probably.
Well,
and I love them.
I'm glad you like them.
I would tell everybody they got to check them out, whether you want wired or unwired.
Right. And that's been our biggest challenge, by the way, is that once we get the exposure to people to let them know that we have a solution that allows them to keep their ears open, it changes the whole game because they never realized that they had that solution available.
No, it's amazing. You've got something in your hand
I
that
do.
I'm really excited about because you showed me quickly this morning.
I did, yeah.
And what I want to say about this that I'm excited about is that the only knock I have on them is that I'm scared, and it's not a knock, I'm just terrified to pack them in a bag because I'm afraid they're going to get broken. And then what am I going to do?
Well, here's the thing, and I will tell you, this is made out of titanium. It's got a titanium frame. So you can twist it, bend it.
Like those glasses I have that are titanium.
And the nice thing about titanium is that because of its flexibility, you can adjust it any which way without worrying about breaking it.
Wow. So, and does that mean it'll be a little bit more comfortable? These are pretty comfortable.
Well, yeah, I mean, feel how light these are.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So if you are, for any reason, and I know, hardcore cyclists and runners are very concerned about weight. These are the guys that shave their arms and legs to reduce draft.
I do
this
that.
Is a I'll into your head. This is a perfect solution.
This is aerodynamic.
Well, I can appreciate that. But it really is a perfect solution for those folks, and because they are so light, when you wear these, you don't even know you have them on. You forget you have them on.
So when can I get those?
These will be available in the fourth quarter. We are starting a Kickstarter campaign at the end of July.
Can we help with that?
Sure.
This is what I would like to do. You're starting it at the end of July?
Yes.
Where are you based?
We're based in Syracuse, New York.
All right, we want to have you in studio to remind people about this and show the stuff off again.
I'd love to do that.
How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic,
And if you
Mike.
can't make it for some reason, Syracuse,
trust me, I'll make it. You guys are in New Jersey, right?
Secaucus, yes.
Easy drive for me.
Sounds good.
I love it.
Great. So we'll have you in to remind everybody.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with the Blues 2, by the way.
Oh, no. And the Blues 2 at $99, tremendous value.
So those will be a little bit more money.
These will be $129.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Blues 2, $100 is a tremendous value. And I'm telling you, it sounds great on the other end. You know, nobody knows that I'm talking. Actually, people...
2 microphones on the mic side. So when you're on the phone, a noise canceling microphone, most people don't realize that you're talking on a headset.
Now, if somebody would just take the Xbox controller and make a Bluetooth module for it, then I could use those for gaming, but these are going to be exciting.
The funny thing that, you mentioned gaming, is we've come out with a Blues 2 model in a dedicated color for gaming. Coincidentally, it's Xbox green. And what a coincidence.
Happens to be a coincidence.
And
what do you do for
and
PS4?
Specifically, package. In fact, we call it games. G-A-M-E-Z.
Nice. What do you do for PlayStation 4 though?
PlayStation.
Blue.
Well, we haven't done that yet, but we may. But we thought we'd start with the Xbox community, although it will work in the PlayStation environment, as long as there is a opportunity to connect via Bluetooth.
So
you can do it.
The Xbox will connect via Bluetooth? Is this something I don't know?
The older models connect without any special...
The Xbox One.
Right, the original Xbox. The new one now have a proprietary Bluetooth.
They do.
So that's a solution that we have to address.
But you're going to have that?
Yes, that's our plan. We're actually in conversation with them now.
That is great, because that's what I don't want to wear that thing and whatever.
Well, it's crazy. And there's a lot of guys who do dedicated gaming headsets like Turtle Beach or Triton.
And they do a great job.
Do a great job. But this is a totally different animal in the sense of the comfort factor and the ability to be able to be aware while you're communicating with the player.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear these now, my new on-set monitors. I'm going to wear those.
And this is just a 3.5 millimeter headphone
Right, and I'm going to plug that into the new Xbox thing that they've got out. That's cool. What's in the box? Is that something?
This is actually what I'm wearing. I just wanted to show everybody the packaging.
It's very nice.
And thank you. And it really is kind of a story box, and it opens up to actually show the product, and we have this in the variety of colors that we have.
Now you have the little rubber piece that goes in there for people who like a tighter fit.
If you have a smaller head, which it doesn't appear that either you or I have.
No, you and I don't suffer from
on different levels. But there is a strap that goes in, a retention strap to secure it to the head. Because if you're doing outside, you're moving around, the head's jumping up and down, you want the headphone to remain stable.
You know what's really great too? Using these to do work. Seriously, like when I'm in the studio climbing under things, fixing cables or playing around or whatever I got to do, or bending down with my son, I really do forget I'm wearing them.
Yep.
But I don't have to worry about a cable getting caught. I don't have to worry about it being caught around my neck. I don't have to worry about anything. It doesn't affect anything. And then I can have a conversation. I can be on the phone.
Another example like that in an office environment. You're working in a cubicle. Day is kind of draggy. You want to be listening to music, but you got to hear the phone ring, or you got to hear the boss yelling at you. Here's the solution. Driving in a car, illegal in 17 states, including New York, to drive with stereo headset because you can't hear emergency vehicles.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Guess what? Bluetooth solution right here with AfterShokz Blues 2.
Wow. I did not know that you're not allowed to use a stereo headset in a car.
Yeah.
I guess I may have been breaking the rules a little. I'm a rule breaker.
There you go.
Look at me, a rebel without a cause. That's really, I love this stuff. How did you get into AfterShokz?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I've been in the consumer electronics business for 30 plus years. You know, once you hit 30, you stop saying how many exactly. The guys at AfterShokz, my partners in the venture, which is our factory that makes these in Shenzhen, China. They've been making bone conduction headphones for military and law enforcement for 15 years. And they decided that wouldn't it be great to come out with a consumer product, but they didn't know how to bring it to the market because they had no experience.
I remember it took a long time. I remember first seeing it in like Engadget or something years ago and being very excited about it, and it seemed like it took forever to get to market.
This is our 4th iteration of the Blues 2 product, and we've taken a lot of feedback from consumers, from your viewers who write into us, via our website and say, wouldn't it be nice if you did this? Wouldn't it be nice? So we've made a lot of improvements to the product, reduced the sound leakage, which was a complaint, that other people could hear it, improved the bass so that the lower frequencies are more in tune with the user's listening tastes, added the ability to do equalization through a multifunction button. So we've really listened to our audience and have responded by making improvements to the product.
I only have one thing that I want.
Sure.
I love everything you've talked about, everything you've said, everything that you've offered. I want the ability to be able to connect to 2 devices at once.
I'm going to tell you a little secret.
I would love a little secret.
There's a little secret. There is a feature that exists on the product today it's called multi-point.
Yes.
Okay. Multi-point will allow you to hook up and use 2 devices at the same time. But it's not very stable at this point. And so what we've done is a switch within the Bluetooth chip, and we intentionally
turn it off. But there's no way for me to activate it.
So because
I can't activate it.
No, you can't. You could activate it.
You like that? You like the way I
like
said
the
that?
word.
Thank
I like
you.
the word. But it is something.
In the future,
it is absolutely going to happen.
Because I love that feature,
a lot of people do.
But I love this.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the battery life is tremendous. I think I charge it once a week, and you could ask these guys. I don't shut up. I mean, I don't stop talking. I think Verizon once told me when I was with them that they'd never seen anybody use that many minutes, and AT&T.
Really?
I mean, oh yeah.
Wow.
They when I go.
You're one of their favorite customers.
Well, now they give you free unlimited minutes, but back in the day, oh yeah. But and of course, I'm sure there are people who are much bigger power users than me. Drew Rosenhaus, for instance, when I would hang out with him, he'd have 2 phones, 1 to each ear, constantly. He showers with the phones.
Does he really?
Yeah, no joke.
Incredible.
I would tell you this. I do not get off the phone, though. There are days where I don't get off the phone. I've done 11,000 minutes in a month. I've done 20,000 minutes in a month. Yeah.
You are a power user.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets nuts. But these are awesome. Battery life is great. AfterShokz. Is the site AfterShokz.com?
It is.
I don't even know.
AfterShokz.
Yep.
.com.
AfterShokz.com.
Tremendous amount of information available. Testimonials from users like yourself.
Yeah.
We have a
Would
web
you
store.
like a testimonial from me? I'd be happy to give you
I'd love
one.
a testimonial.
I like talking about products I really believe in. I like getting the word out.
Love it.
All right, so you're going to get a testimonial from me.
Excellent.
We'll work that out.
I'm going to come down to New Jersey in July.
We're going to make it happen.
We're going to do the Kickstarter
launch. I love it.
BeTerrific.
And we're going to get the crew BeTerrific red ones.
Outstanding.
We're going to do it.
Outstanding.
All right, I'm Michael Artsis. We'll be back with a whole lot more here live from your continuing coverage on CE Week 2015 right after this. You're the Terrifics. I'm Michael Artsis. Check out AfterShokz.com. AfterShokz.com. I promise you'll love these. You definitely want to do it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.